Welcome, Paul Theron. Thank you so much for your time. So let's talk on Massmart and the ruling.
Yes.
So government's appeal not gaining the traction that it expected.
You know, crumbs, this thing was the dumbest thing ever. The Competition Commission said it was fine, the deal should go ahead. The tribunal said fine, the deal should go ahead. Walmart paid everybody in June last year, 148 Rand for half their shares.
Yeah.
Then the government and the trade unions took it on. Now the trade unions, you can expect that kind of behavior from them because, it's a bit of a rearguard action. Global capital's been giving them six love. But the government, that wasn't very helpful because, that doesn't look good in the eyes of global capital, So this was an important victory for shareholders everywhere because it basically said corporations have rights too. The shareholders, as long as there's not a competition issue, ought to be able to proceed with transactions like this. So that's a strong positive for the nation because you can't say, well, we're open for foreign investment, but then when you get some, you don't like it. It's like the Zimbabweans. They say they're open for foreign investment. Meanwhile, they're trying to steal half of Zimplats. So, you can't talk out of the side of your mouth.
And just tell me, you're holding in Implats and in Massmart, sir?
Strongly invested in Massmart. Sadly for Impala, we sold out last year because we saw these gathering clouds, not only the Zimbabwean situation, but also the difficulties with regard to deep level mining and safety issues in the Rustenburg area.
Okay, so in the Forbes magazine, billionaires, and one of the most, yes, tell us.
This is a great story for a Friday. So yes. Forbes magazine runs the thing about, billionaires and who's the richest in the world and so on. Someone who's getting a lot of attention on the front cover of the Forbes magazine in America, which I hope the guys running Forbes Africa will bring, a similar story to their edition. That's ABN Digital Property, as you know. Anyway, it's a person called Sarah Blakely. She's only 41. She's a self-made billionaire. The company she started about 10 years ago is called Spanx. Now, it's spelled S-P-A-N-X, Spanx. What they make are heavily elasticated underwear, which women mostly wear, and basically it takes you down a size. So you can yank it on and it sort of smooths everything on. So if you're having a bar mitzvah or a matric dance or
Paul?
something,
I'm actually on the
good.
website now and your belly's looking kind of flattened out. You're wearing the line for men because there is a line for men.
Funny you should say so. So as soon as the show's over, I'm going to slip into something more comfortable.
No, it's true. They do sell things called, men's reducing swimsuit containing device. Look, it doesn't work miracles, but apparently it's quite useful for, just getting the situation under control if you're busting out in directions you'd rather not.
The interesting thing about this story is, as you mentioned, she's self-made, and apart from that all celebrities have just literally piled into this. So.
Exactly. Oprah, Beyonce, all have been, publicly supporting the product and saying how fabulous it is.
Supporting the product, of course. Okay, so looking at what's happening globally, we had non-farm payrolls out.
Sorry, non-farmville payrolls,
yes.
Remember. We're supposed to refer to it as now. Because it's not the people on the farms that we're concerned about. It's the people on Facebook who do not keep down a full-day job. They need to be excluded from the numbers. But look, the number was positive. So I think it proves now, finally, for all of the bears and all of the worrywarts and so on, that the recovery is incontrovertible, unstoppable. We're now on our way to a global economic recovery.
But then why is there still a debate as to whether we should actually see stimulus out of the US or whether we shouldn't?
I don't know where that debate's happening. Maybe on Zero Hedge, but certainly not in the mainstream economic environment.
Paul, and for next week, I know that Wayne McCurry has wished upon an uneventful week next week. Is this your wish as well?
Yeah, we've got a couple of companies we love a lot with results out next week. Sasol comes to mind, hoping for big things from them. There's a lot of talk out there about, gas in the world and why it's too cheap, but it seems a great opportunity for them to convert the gas into liquid fuels products. So pretty excited about that one. And otherwise, just see if we can't limp into the Easter holidays in one piece.
Okay, fantastic, Paul. Thank you so much.